Well, hello, y'all. Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com. Welcome to, I don't even know what day it is, but it is Wednesday. I don't know what day in this challenge it is. I'm going to do a BioSense test real quick. We'll see what we're looking like there. Preparing device. We'll check out Bryson. He's doing some shirts right now while that's preparing. What we got cooking over here, ma'am?
Just finishing up on the small VIP KetoCon shirts.
Small VIP KetoCon shirt. So, you want to kind of explain to people what print, flash, print, cure means?
All right. So this first print was the first part of print flash print. It allows me to lay a layer of ink down, and right now it's looking a little opaque. It's not as bright. It's more of a
Not
gray.
as vibrant.
Yeah, it's not. It's more looking like a gray than it is silver. But the moment I put ink on top of it, so what I have to do though is make sure that the ink adheres to the shirt. So I will print, send it underneath this flash dryer over here.
Boom.
And then once it's sat on there for anywhere between 8 to 10 seconds, swing it right back around.
Get it tacky, print it again.
Flood the screen, print it again, flood the screen one more time, print it again. And then it now looks more silver than it does gray.
I like it. Now we can cure this bad boy.
Yep. And now I just peel this off the platen, like so. Take it.
Put it on this conveyor dryer.
Usually fold it up a little bit, put it on the conveyor dryer, and send it off.
Boom. So while we're waiting for that to be sent through, I can test my meter here. So let's see what we got. Press start. Boom. Press and start. Get this tripod fixed up. Alright, it says below. Success. It's going to tell us what we got. This thing's all kinds of crooked right now, so my apologies. Have not eaten today other than a piece of dark chocolate. Alright, analyzing. What we got? We got 6, which is a low ACE score. I got 23 the other day, so 6 is low. But it's all good because that's probably low because of dark chocolate and the heavy cream I've just had, and the fact that I'm eating so much food right now. What we got temperature-wise?
Right now, because it's out, 200. But
It gets the 350 in there.
Yeah, it's sitting about 315, 320.
315, 320?
330 now. It's fine. It usually climbs up to about 350.
350 is where we want it. For show. Shirts on shirts on shirts.
On average, probably anywhere between 28 to 3,000, 2,800, 3,000 calories a day.
Give us a bicep flex.
Bicep flex.
Woo, look at them freaking pythons right there. Let's give Kevin a hard time real quick. So, in case y'all hadn't known, I don't do any work around here. You know, Bryson, he works. Josiah, he works. Ellen works all the time. Chip's working. Kevin's working. I just play. You know, that's the whole point of me owning the business. I don't do any work around here. I just play. I come in here. I give people a hard time. He's on the phone, so I'm not going to mess with who you on the phone with. Somebody important, I'm sure. So we'll mess with him after he gets off the phone. But that is that. What's up? Look at all these bricks. What flavor we got going here?
Neutral.
Nootropic icing. Boom. 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 Back in business.
Alright guys, so I figured I'd step away from screen printing because someone actually came and joined me. I don't have to do it all by myself because he always tends to make me do everything by myself. And look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's actually doing it. Look at this.
I'm going to show you how to print a shirt
Look at
properly,
this.
Bryson. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, look at that
smooth.
technique.
And we're going to flash it for a little bit.
Yeah.
About 8 seconds, you know what I'm saying? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi.
Yeah, swing it back out. What are we doing next? What's the next? What's the next
Flood
step?
that screen again.
Yeah.
we're gonna, whoo, look at that. Honey Hush.
Sheesh.
Boom.
Oh, whoa.
Look at that. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
What is going on, y'all? We are in the dark room and we are burning BioCoach screens. So, we're making t-shirts for BioCoach. That's what it's gonna look like, except the bio is gonna be white and the coach is gonna be blue. Or is it the other way around, Bryson? Maybe the other way around.
It might be the other way around, I don't know.
But we'll figure all that out on the press. Basically, we got our bio screen here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure 3 inches down from the top of the screen. So we're 3 inches down, and I'm gonna do 3 1/4 off the side. That's kind of how I've got our jig set up here. Then you take some tape, and you simply tape it to the screen as such. Then you take the screen with the BioCoach on there. You come over here to the exposure units. You set it down on there. You make sure your little string, this is a vacuum sealing unit, so you want to make sure there's a little string here to keep the, allow the unit to pressurize. Have a good seal. You hit the vacuum. You let that, you'll be able to see here in a minute, all of that extra space is basically getting sucked out of there so that the transparency is sucked up right against that screen. This takes a little while. Alright, so now you can kind of see that there's no extra space in there. When that happens, you hit the light, and that basically has this LED UV light in there that exposes that screen for 37 seconds. It's kind of like old school photography. It basically, where that design is going to be exposed, and then we take this out to the washout booth and we hit it with a pressure washer. Everything that was not exposed is going to just wash right out, and that will become a stencil that the ink then passes through when we put it on the press out there. That's kind of how that works. Almost done. Alright, time's up. Fill your vacuum. Open it up.
You want to show them how bright it is?
Yeah, I'll show them how bright it is. Let me get this out here first, though. So it's super bright. Woo. I don't leave them though, because I don't want to expose everything else in here. Alright, then you can just take this out. Take that screen, that transparency off. And then when we wash this out with the water, you'll be able to see that design in there. Alright, so I'm giving Bryson the screen that we just exposed. And what we do next, Bryson?
We're going to take it out to a washout booth. Robert's going to yell at me because I have this light on out here.
I'm not going to yell at you.
Nah, no, I'm just... But, so we take this over to the washout booth, which is right here. Set it down. And you don't have to turn on any pressure. You could do this with just a regular pressure, like a water hose. And you can already kind of see it coming out. And I'm standing pretty far back. And so again, basically the spots that weren't exposed by light, so the black part of that transparency, it's just going to wash right out. So kind of...
I don't know if he wants us to show them what the actual words are yet.
Oh, no?
But if not, we'll just play it safe and show them. Hey, show them this one, Bryson.
Yeah. So essentially,
These are the ones we just did.
In this screen, so we got the bio and then the BioCoach logo with the coach. And so what will happen is whenever we do get these on press, is we'll get them registered to where whenever I print this one, they're gonna line up and it's gonna look exactly like that first transparency that we showed you where it had BioCoach in full. So
marvelous.
Yep.
Isn't that right, Chip?
That is right. I just walked in here, but I'm sure it's right.
All right, what is going on, y'all? Just to bring you up to speed, I had a late podcast today. That podcast started at 4 p.m. Finished the podcast at like just before 5. Then I trained some back with Bryson, and Josiah worked out as well. And Kevin worked out too, but I think Kevin was pretty much done before I got in there. And my macros, to top off my macros, I'm going to have this spicy cheeseburger casserole. Crystal prepped a whole bunch of meals in advance before we had the baby, before we had Rigel, and froze them. So that's what I'm gonna chat on right now. Now,
the recipe, they can go on ketosavage.com.
the recipe is on ketosavage.com under the nutrition section, nutrition section, if you want that. But with this, like I said, I'm gonna have a quarter of this. I'm not gonna have this whole thing. The whole thing will be like 7,000 calories. But I'm gonna have a quarter of this, and a quarter of this is going to yield 52 grams of protein and 80 grams of fat, 938 calories. So for my total macros for the day with the quarter cheeseburger casserole, let me just cut this up first, and then I'll hit you back up with the macros for the day. Boom, that is the cheeseburger casserole for dinner. Now, let's talk about today. I went through the camera and I realized that I didn't even show y'all my lunch meal. I think I told you what I had, but let me just tell you what I had right now to make up for it. My apologies. So I had the heavy whipping cream in my coffee this morning, per usual. For breakfast, for lunch, my first meal, I had the nootropic keto brick, and then I had the other half of the taco casserole that I had last night as well. So that was 1,700 calories just there, plus the 1,000 calorie keto bricks. That was 2,700 calories for lunch. And then I had 2 of those exogenous ketone drinks throughout the day. And then I'm having the cheeseburger casserole right now, which is 938 calories, which means my total intake for the day is 4,158 calories, 346 grams of total fat, 27 grams of total carbs, 200 grams of total protein, which means my fat ratio is 77.4% of my total daily calories have come from dietary fat. Not gonna lie, y'all, having these casseroles these past 2 days has been a huge help for me. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's not having to cook. I don't know if it's what it is, but it's like been much easier to get this food down than it was to get just a whole bunch of eggs and ground beef down without liverwurst. That liverwurst is a little bit harder to get down. But having these casseroles that are like really nutrient dense, really calorically dense, and a very small, a relatively small amount of volume has been good with this higher caloric intake. So I'm gonna chow down on this, and then I'm gonna put some clothes on and get ready for another meeting. So that's all I got. Hopefully y'all enjoyed some of the shirt stuff, the filming of the shirt, the apparel operation. We're super excited about that. We're gonna be rolling that out on multiple different levels in the very, very near future. We're gonna be relaunching and not rebranding, but relaunching the Live Savage Apparel line with a whole bunch of new designs. And then we're also gonna be doing other brands shirts, as y'all saw today with KetoCon and BioCoach and some other in the pipeline as well. So super excited about that. We'll be having the apparel, we'll be having the bricks, we've got some other things in the pipeline. So lots of stuff cooking at the Keto Savage compound. Until next time, ta-ta for now. Love you bunches.